Hi everybody. This video is to introduce the developmental case study, which is worth 200 points or 20% of your grade. And this assignment is designed to give you an understanding of your students or clients, people that you hope to work with someday, their developmental range. And you're going to do a case study and look at what their current brain, language, cognitive, physical, social, and moral development is. And the person that you choose is going to be the same person you're going to be attempting to teach later in the semester. So if that person drops out for whatever reason, just make sure that you find somebody similar in age and development and then continue with the assignment and later assignments. Because you would not want to redo the whole developmental side of the case study. We are doing this assignment because it is really crucial that you have an understanding of the developmental range of your students or clients and the teaching strategies that support them and encourage that development, because anything outside that developmental range the student will not be able to understand or do. So if you have teaching strategies that you think are successful outside the developmental range, then you're setting your students up for failure. So it's really important to know where to start with your clients or students. To choose your case study, I encourage teaching majors to think about the type of students that they want to work with. And the reason for this is that when you take the PLT or the test that's going to let you be a certified teacher, a lot of that information will be particular for your own type of person you're working with. So you'll need to be or be an expert on the development of that particular child or age range. So if that's not available, then you would want to choose somebody else that would work for you or you're interested in. The main idea is that you're working with something that's going to move you forward as an educator. If you're a nurse or a counselor, choose somebody that you might work with also. If you're a parent, you might want to choose your own child. And you also have the option of choosing yourself. The only challenge with that is get a little weird when you start teaching yourself things, but it is definitely doable, and it might be a good learning experience for yourself. For the teaching majors, again, this is going to help you pass the PLT. And for AAT majors, you would put this in your Ed 295 portfolio under Standard 1 at the end of your teaching tenure here at Leeward. So here are the basic instructions. Notice that we have everything broken up into sections. Your basic job is to do each section and then combine them into one large assignment. You're going to turn in that assignment under La Lima Assignments under the due date located on the course calendar, and then you're going to post it again under La Lima Forums so that your fellow students can get to know your case study and see what you did. The most important thing is to be able to get permission from your case study, both from the parent if they're under 18 and themselves. Our mantra is to do no harm. That means that whatever you ask the student to do or client to do, they are willing participants, because there is a very important ethical dilemma here, is that you are asking them to do something they normally may not do, and if they feel bad about something, you created that feeling. So you need to make sure that you got a willing participant. So you notice there are different forms here, but basically if you just want to print it out and give it to them, here is the participant consent form. Make sure they read it or you read it to them. If they're too young, then just get the parental permission. You would want them to sign it and print it out and then return it to me via email. Give it to me through my office, or send it via fax to the social science, and I'll fill in the rest of that number. I just haven't gotten around to getting it. And then you'd also get one from the parent if they're under 18. This is very crucial again, and even though we are not required, this is not an official research project, but we are under the ethical guidelines to make sure that we have willing participants. And if your participant wants to drop out at any time for whatever reason, then they have the right to do so without any repercussions against them. So for the actual assignment itself, you'll go through each one, and there will be a video describing each one, so you can go through piece by piece. But basically, you're going to get a general description of the case study. Then you're going to look at their brain, their language, their cognitive development according to Piaget, and then again according to Vygotsky, their physical, self, and social development, and then their moral development. Put those all together in a way that you see fit. Again, you can do it through writing, you can do it through video, you can do it through PowerPoint, whatever you think works best. You could even do it on a board and bring it in, or take pictures of it, whatever works best for you. And there is a case study example, and I'll go ahead and click on that, just so you get an idea of what it's going to look like. This is not very fancy, but it has all the information. So there's Jeff's general background, and again, you just have to read the instructions of how to do that, but it's pretty open for that. And then here is all the different developments, and this again is just one way to do it. So every time you click on one of these, it will talk about that aspect. When again you're done, you combine them all and submit them Laulima assignments and then to forum. And then when you're all done, respond to one other case study in your category being people that are teaching folks that you want to teach, meaning that counselors would be together, K-3 teachers would be together, pre-K to be together, and so on, if we have enough folks to be able to do that. So that you get an idea of what did other people look at with folks similar to what you saw. Okay, so go ahead and start on your choosing a case study, then getting permission, and then the general description on the case study. All right, that's it. Thanks.